Hi everybody, it's Carol with Refunction Crafts, and today we're going to do a project that is a fairly simple one, and it takes fairly simple bits and pieces to make these. All of the stuff that I'm going to show you today you can actually get on Temu. What I've got, and I've been working feverishly on these little things because I'm addicted. I've been making these little, I don't want to call them pendants because I will be using them for dangle charms and things like that. But these little gems, let me hold them this way so that you guys can see them. These little gems here are what I've been making, over the past week. I did a few of them. Let's put them all right here. I'm going to see if I can get, okay, I think you guys can see them fairly well. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous? This little one is so darn cute. It has a little teddy bear on it with some other little goodies around it, and it turned out so adorable. But I've been making these like crazy, and it only takes a few basic little items, and they are just gorgeous to use on charms, as pendants. You could make earrings out of these. You could do so much with these. Now, most of this stuff that I have here was sent to me by my friend Robin. She sends me a lot of nail charms and stuff. And Robin, trust me, I love the nail charms. They're amazing, and I am having a ball with them. And you know, I like to make little things. So these have been just something that I've been able to sit down and relax and work on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to pick these up with my nails. Not working so easy. And they are just, each one is different and gorgeous and unbelievably simple to do. So I'm going to show you how I made these. I've got a couple here that are like, these are a little bit different here. I might as well show them to you. Kind of different shapes and stuff. I think that's about it. I did give a couple of these away to a good friend of mine, and they are just beautiful, you guys. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to leave these sort of in this little, this is a cup holder mold, a coaster mold, I'm sorry, resin mold. So I thought that worked pretty good to keep them in there and not falling out. And then I've got a couple of pieces in there that I want to use today to kind of change it up a little bit with some other things that I had in my supplies. So all these little tiny little things can all be purchased on Temu, and they are all nail charms. So if you look up nail charms on Temu, you're going to find all these different little flowers and rhinestone bits and butterflies and all kinds of great stuff that you can use to embellish these tiny little, these are acrylic rhinestones, I guess you'd call them, in all different shapes and sizes. They've got, you know, they come in a bag of, gosh, I think it's probably a couple hundred in a bag. And again, they're all different shapes and sizes. Let's see, we've got big flowers, little flowers, big hearts. We've got a medium heart and a tiny heart here. And I want to do something kind of, I'm thinking with a couple of those little hearts together. And the other thing that I used, so anyway, we've got all these different shapes and sizes. And what I did the other day is I took out some of my nail stickers for the fingernails, and I started working on a couple of them. These only have the stickers on them though, and I haven't done any of the other embellishing yet, but I wanted to see what the stickers would sort of look like. So let me just grab the ones that I did put stickers on, and I'm hoping you guys will be able to see these. Some of them have like silverish sort of stickers on them, so they may not be as easy to detect what they are, but you can see them. When I'm looking at them, I can see what they are. So these are the nail art stickers. This one is a rose. You can see that one's really pretty. And then this one is one of the silvery ones, and it's a butterfly. Let me see. I got to get under my camera, and I'm not, something is not letting me. Okay, so this is, if I can get it to focus, this is actually a butterfly. I don't know if you guys can see that in this picture though. It's really very pretty. This one has a purple rose in it, and I only put the one right there in the corner. Here, let me do this. I put that one in the corner. See if I can get it to focus. Focus. Really pretty. Oh, there you can kind of see it. I kind of shadowed it a little bit. And then this one here has a different kind of a flower on it. And then this is another butterfly one. Let me see if I can make this one show up a little bit better. I don't know. With this lighting, I don't know. Sometimes my lights make it worse. So that is a silver butterfly. There you can kind of see it a little bit better. Really pretty. And then this one has a teeny butterfly on it. Or no, it's a teeny flower, but it's also in the silver. But they're really very, very pretty. But I have a whole bunch of different stickers here. I just did these few because I wanted to see what I could make them look like when I kind of finished embellishing them. Real quick, I'm going to read a quote here. I thought it was pretty spot on, and I think you guys may agree with me on this. So what this says is, somewhere along the way it became uncool to say that you don't know something. Somewhere along the way, everyone decided that they needed to be an expert on day one. There are several flaws with that thinking. For starters, you learn more when you come with an empty cup. It's okay to not know everything. Learning is a lifelong process. Additionally, when you start with the attitude of being a beginner, it keeps you humble. No one likes a know-it-all. Amen to that, you guys. So, we're all crafters, from beginners to probably there's some experts that are way better at this than I am. And so, we all have to start somewhere. I didn't always know how to do, you know, the things that I do, and man, is there ever so much more for me to learn. You guys all know that. I am absolutely in no way, shape, or form an expert at anything. I can do a lot of things, but I'm not an expert. So, but I sure do have fun learning, and I like to learn new things, and that's why I like to change it up and do different things like this. Now, in this today, we will be using some resin, just to let you guys know. I am going to pull the resin out, and we are going to use my Let's resin, and I'm just going to put a little bit in this cup right here so that I have it. I'm not going to need much more than that. I'm not going to need any more than that, honestly. So, so we just need these items here. also, actually, you know what? I'm going to set that aside. I want to show you guys. I got some Happy Mail the other day, and I got this from my friend Kareth, and she is a super sweet lady, and she regularly sends me little packages of really great stuff, and she's just a doll, you guys. And Kareth, I just want to say thank you for having such a kind heart and for sending me so many really great things that I get to use in my projects. And she sent me these beautiful flowers. Are those not gorgeous? Look at them. I just love them. And I believe Kareth made these herself. And then she sent me one of my beautiful appliques that I love so much. Maybe I should back off for this part of this. There we go. Look at this candle that she made me. This is a light up candle. It's one of the flameless candles. But look at how beautiful this is, you guys. It's got do what makes your soul happy, love your life, follow your heart, never give up. This says she believed she could, so she did, and I love that saying very much. Worry less, smile more. And look at this beautiful image that she put on the front of this. And it lights up. I mean, you guys probably can't see that too much because it's not dark enough in my room here. But it's just gorgeous. Kareth, thank you so, so, so much. I will treasure this forever. And I kept it in the box until I could do this video. And now it's going in my bedroom where it is going to live. And I'm going to enjoy it. So thank you so much. You are just so amazing. You guys, I can't say enough about this lady. She is so sweet. Now, Kareth keeps me supplied in rubber gloves. So I've got plenty of those now. And I never have to want for gloves because she just always makes sure she sends them to me. She sent me, and I was going to order these on Temu and didn't yet, but I did have some of these in my cart, and now I get to take them out of my cart and order something different. But I will be ordering some of these because look at these earrings that she sent me. I got to figure out where the end of it is. Actually, it doesn't have the earring thing on it, but I think these were earrings that they sell on Temu. But anyway, let's see. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Okay, so this is the part that goes in the ear here. And look at these. Is that not gorgeous? They're double butterflies. They're organza butterflies. And look aren't those beautiful? Oh my gosh, I was so excited when I saw these because I really, really, really wanted them on Temu. And they were a little bit, when I was looking at them, they were a little bit more expensive than some of the others. So I just kind of had them in my cart and I hadn't hit the button yet. And man, Kareth, I was so excited when I saw these earrings. I can't even tell you. I was just beside myself with joy. I can't wait to use them in a project. And I've already got one in mind that I want to use one of them in for sure. And she sent me this bag of goodies. Look at this. Whole bunch of bling. Look at this. Is this not the cutest thing ever? I love that so much. I got this butterfly, and let's just go ahead and put a bunch of these in my hand so I can show you all at once. These are gorgeous. Somebody's calling me, but I don't need to answer it. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? So I got all of those goodies. I love, love, love this porcelain It's a, I don't know if it was, oh, it almost looks handmade. I wonder if she made these. They are so pretty, but look at the porcelain flowers at the top. Isn't that gorgeous? And I've got 2 of those, I think. Yes, here's the other one. This one's got the white flower in it. Super pretty. I am so excited. She just sent me so many beautiful things, you guys. I'm like, oh my goodness, look what I have to use now. These are hair, this is, no, it's not a hairpin. It's actually another, I think she made these and she wrapped them. She wrapped the beads around wire and they're just beautiful. And then we've got this earring, which I love these kind of earrings to use in vintagey things because they have such a nice vintage look to them. This beautiful bow, look at that. So I got all of those bits of bling. Yay, me. You guys know I get so excited when I get this stuff. I love it. And then here's some more. These were a little different, so I just kind of, when I was putting them back in the bags, I tried to keep them in similar things. Look at these angels, you guys. Are these not amazing? They're all angels. Look at that. Aren't they beautiful? I'm so excited. I mean, look at these. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I've never seen any angels like this. And I don't know, she may have made these. And if she did, Carrot, they're amazing. Look at these. And I love angels. Look at this one. It's got a little rhinestone in the body. Oh my gosh. Or a crystal, or I don't know if you'd call that a rhinestone. It's more like a crystal. They are gorgeous. And she sent me this. And Kareth writes poetry, you guys. And she always sends me one of her poems. And they're always so beautiful. And I won't read it to you, but I love her poetry. She is a beautiful, beautiful writer. And her poems always give me so much inspiration. And I take them very personally, and I really, really love them and enjoy them. And Kareth, I think, I truly, I know I told you this, I would be sad if I got a package from you and there wasn't a poem in there that you had written. So I love that about you, that you write your own poetry. That just is something that not everyone can do. Look at, she sent me some fringe rhinestones, or tassel rhinestones. She sent me a whole bunch of charms. These are all mostly clocks, timepieces, but there's a couple of other ones that are a little different in here, some steampunk stuff. But this one, I'm trying to read it. This is a clock, but it says something on the back, and I can't read it, you guys. So I'm sorry. But yeah, so I got all of these. And I love my little clocks and things, so I'm getting ready to figure out a video for doing one of my altered watches, because it's time for me to do one of those again. And then she sent me some of the inspirational word tags and some inspirational sayings. This one says, "A family's love is forever." So I got all of those. I love these tags. Sherry sent me a bunch of those at one point too, and I love using those in wherever I can find a place to put them. And honestly, I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start finding a way to put an inspirational word in everything I do. So somewhere in it, look at this earring. Somewhere in a project there will be an inspirational word. Somewhere. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very vintagey looking. And then some more little angels here. And a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. Look at that. This heart's really pretty too. I like this heart pendant. Okay, so there's those. And then I got these, which are going to come in super duper handy. And these are some metal filigree bits that I have a couple of ideas already to use these in. So I'm going to keep these right close to me and handy so that I can use those in one of my projects. I got this beautiful cross and some other, looks like vintage earrings here. These are like enamel earrings. Very, very pretty. And they've got the old screw-in ear pieces. But look at this one. Isn't that gorgeous? So these are some enamel bits. And then I got some of this trim, which you guys know I love this trim, and this is in silver. I've never had it in silver, so I'm excited about this. I've only ever had it in the pearls. And then these little hearts, which actually kind of have a design in them. Super pretty. And then I've got a few little pieces just kind of in there. I love these flowers a lot. And I know they have these on Temu, and I keep meaning to order some, and I haven't. So now I have some more of those. I got a locket. And yeah, so that's a bunch of stuff. Then I'm very, whoopsie, dropped my box. It came in this pretty box. And I'm just going to lay everything in here. It's not the way I found it, but it will be later. But I do want to keep all of this stuff in the same location here. I had actually already taken one of these out because I was sizing it up for something. So I want to leave it in there though with the rest of them. Okay, and then she sent me these gorgeous appliques. Look at those. They almost have like a 3D look. So I've got 3 pieces of this. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited about this. I love it. And I cannot wait to use this. I already have an idea for a piece of this for sure. At least one piece. And then these are some lace. They look like hearts to me, so I'm going to say they're lace hearts that she made, and I love them, and I can't wait to use these too. I want to make, I actually want to make like a boho handbag, and I was thinking one of those might be pretty in that if I use the right colors, or maybe I also want to do a shabby chic pouch, so if it doesn't work in one, it will work in the other. So I will be using those. She sent me some angel wings. And some little wooden filigree bits and pieces, and these are like in gold. It's like there's crosses and little clocks, and these may not have been in gold. She may have dusted them in gold herself, but aren't they beautiful? So I've got those to use. And these gorgeous, gorgeous floral tapes. Look at this one. And I'm already, this is already earmarked for a specific project. I'm going to be using this one in. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Those flowers are beautiful. And I wish I could show you the box I'm going to use them on. But that's okay. You'll see these in another video because I'm hoping to work on that box video at some point between today and tomorrow. And then this one's in white. Has white flowers. And I really love this too. It has a very vintagey look. Isn't that beautiful? So I can't wait to use those. She sent me some lights for my little light up angels. And here we have some pearl trim, tassel trim, or dangle trim. I'm trying to get it flipped around here. And then I end up flipping. So look at this. This is really pretty. Let me get it turned around. Isn't that gorgeous? I got that. And she sent me a couple of the glass angels. And then in this package, she sent me a few more of the pens that my friend, like the ones my friend Deanna sent me. So I'll be doing some more, sorry about the crinkling, some more pens. And she sent me just a whole bunch of beads and bits and pieces, bits and baubles, and some of these gorgeous, gorgeous beads to use in these. So I can't wait to make some more pens. I was low on beads, so I hadn't made any more of my pens, but I was sort of planning on buying more beads and just haven't had time to get to it yet. So now I've got beads to work with. So she sent me a couple of pretty poinsettia flowers. And let's see. I have some, I don't know if this is, I think this is organza. Some organza fabric. It's just like a curtain. I got this frame along with some of my butterfly stickers and stuff, so I can't wait to do something with this. This is going to be real pretty. And she is like me. She likes to go antique shopping and thrift store shopping. And so she sent me some of the stuff she got from there. These are ones that you can find on Temu. These are the little paper frames. Beautiful. I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys this stuff before I start dipping into it and getting everything all separated. Because I always feel so terrible when someone sends me stuff and then I don't acknowledge it. I got a whole bunch of alcohol pads. So I got my gloves, my alcohol pads. I am ready to go. And I think that's it, you guys. I'm not going to open up the angels, but it's the same bottle angels that Sherry had sent me. And so she wanted me to be able to do some more, and the same thing with the wings. So isn't that wonderful? She's just so sweet. So everybody say thanks to Kareth for sending me all those beautiful things so that we can do some gorgeous, gorgeous projects. And thanks, Kareth. I appreciate you. You know that. I love you, and I appreciate everything you do for me. So thank you so much for your kindness. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get to the project at hand. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys is I bought myself a tub of air dry clay. So I have plans to make some stuff with this. What I want to do, and I don't have any molds yet. That was silly of me. I bought the clay and no molds. I have some of my molds here that I've used for resin and stuff, But I want to get some of those nice molds, you know, where you get the filigree bits that you can put on boxes and stuff. That's what I want, so that I can really decorate some of my boxes that I get that are more plain and turn them into more vintage looking boxes. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do a video on. So, and the air dry clay, this was pretty inexpensive. I think I paid like 10 bucks for this tub on Amazon, and it's huge. It's 5 pounds of clay. So yeah, good deal there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started on this. Let's see. I'm going to grab some of my little, I don't think I need a spoon. I just need some of my little sticks here. Some of these. These things are a godsend. Let me tell you, I use them so much. And we've got our little bit of resin here, and I've got my lamp off to the side over here, you guys. I'm not going to put the lamp in the video because I just don't have the space, and I want to get close into this project. So in order to do that, I have to keep the lamp out of the works. So anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. I have a whole bunch of different little things. I've got some little rhinestones here that I want to play with. I have a little box here that has some of my tiny flowers, roses and things like that, and then I have some that I have out. These are bits that I cut off of the filigree pieces because I did cut some down to use in my hearts. And so it's these and just the pieces that I cut off. I save those because they can be used somewhere else. So I wanted to show you guys something, and I thought I had it right here. Yes, I do. It's just buried a little bit. I don't know if I showed you guys this one yet or not, but I have a dragonfly image that I love, love, love. And I think people don't give it enough respect because it doesn't necessarily show up all that great. I need to resin this one piece on here though before I get going too far because I don't want to lose it. But anyway, this dragonfly is so beautiful, and I love using it. It's one of my favorite images, if I'm being honest, even more so than some of my butterflies. And it always does justice to my pieces. And so, so I use it often. And I want to show you guys this heart that I did using the dragonfly. And my friend Sharon, I wanted to show her because she was looking for some images and stuff. And I had sent her one of this dragonfly just in case she might want to try it. And so I wanted to show this in this video so that she could see what the dragonfly actually looks like in something. And so what I did was I was making some of my resin hearts, and I added this dragonfly to one of my resin hearts. And look at how I doubled it. So it's a double dragonfly. You can see sort of, I don't know, depending on how I hold it. You can see where this is the smaller one and then the bigger one. And the wings are apart a little bit inside there. Of course, there's not a lot of space in there where you can kind of separate it. Let me see if I turn this off. There we go. We can see it a little bit better now. There we go. And I added some rhinestones, some of these little silvery rhinestones that I have here. I added to the dragonfly. I just wanted to keep the color the same as the dragonfly, but yet have it, you know, sparkle. So that's what I did there. So you can see the sparkle in those rhinestones. But this piece turned out really exceptional. And I just love it. So I am going to make a few of these dragonflies to put in my shop. This one's not in my shop yet. I kept it out because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with it yet, but because I do have my giveaways that I'm going to be doing. So I actually had considered making one of my hearts, one of my Etsy shop giveaways. So, and we're getting close to 11,000 subscribers, you guys. So I'm going to do a small giveaway for that when we hit the 11,000 mark. And my small giveaway may be one of my resin hearts. This is another one of the ones that I did. Where is it? I think I left it over here. Yes, I did. This is another one that I did. This is just a single butterfly, but it just came out gorgeous. There is no words to say how beautiful these are. They are absolutely stunning. And then this is one, I don't know if you guys can see it or not. There's a little teeny tiny feather inside there. And that feather, I was in my backyard and that feather just dropped right in front of me. So I saw that as a little sign from my mother that maybe she was there visiting me. So that little feather is right in there, and I put a little love charm on the inside of the resin and some pearls and stuff and some of my little flowers. And then I made a little water drop on the outside of the heart here. But isn't that gorgeous? This is mine. This is one I'm keeping for myself. But I wanted to show you guys because I just thought it came out so beautiful. All the pearls and stuff are floating around at different levels. I put layers of resin in there so that they would be all at kind of different levels and stuff, and it really turned out pretty remarkable. And I actually, that happened half an hour before I had to be at work, so I made that, just the heart part, I made it in a half an hour before I had to go to work. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm terribly thirsty today. So what we're going to be doing, here are some of our pieces that we're going to be using. And I'm going to set this aside so that it doesn't get all over my paper like it did right there. I don't want to have a mess to deal with today. So I'm going to grab a little piece of fabric somewhere here and just wipe that off. If I can find one that I'm willing to part with, I'll just snip this piece. I just have a tiny dot of resin there that I need to wipe off. Right there. I don't want it to get all over my little charms and stuff because then they end up getting all sticky. Okay. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take one of these hearts. I've got two of the big hearts left. Now, when you buy these, of course, you never get a lot of your favorite ones. You know, you get a few hearts, a few of the bigger pieces. There was one piece I got that was really big, this one, and I really wish I had gotten more of these because I had some other stuff I would have liked to have done with it, but there was only one in the whole package. I was so bummed. But I will probably order some more of these, maybe also in some other colors. I thought they would be pretty to work with, like in some just light colors like pinks and stuff. So I wanna try that. Some of these have my fingerprints on them that I did the stickers on because I was working with them and left my prints on them. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Maybe what we'll do, I'm going to do a heart first. And I think what I'm going to do with this, I've also got, Robin sent me these beautiful little bundles of goodness. And they've got little little roses and pearls and rhinestones and different little things in them. And they work really well for these. And I did this one here in the red, and I just think it came out so beautiful. So we're going to make a red one. Let's see if I turn my light on. Whoops. That's that one. Isn't that gorgeous? So I thought I'd make one similar to that one. I think I'd really like to make a pair of earrings with these and see how they turn out. But maybe what I should do is use something different on these. And that's really not gonna... I'm trying to see how these pieces here, these cutoffs, will work. Because I just cut off the one section of those filigree pieces, and I thought those would be great to use. But look, they're even too big for these. And I really can't bend it over, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm kind of bummed that I can't use those. I thought for sure those were going to work on these, but they're not. So I'm going to pull those out of my little stack of goodies here. I've got way more over here. So anyway, let's do a heart. And I think we're going to go ahead and, let's see. I haven't used these little roses in one yet. And I really like these. These are some that Debbie sent me, my friend Debbie over at Bird's Place. And I really enjoy using them. I'm looking to see if I have a white, just a white piece of something that I can set down there. That's not flat though, but let's see. So I can set these on top of it and you can see them a little bit better. So these little roses here, they're so cute and so tiny, and they're pink and green, and they look pretty in anything I put them in, especially these little tiny things here. So I did have a couple of them in this box, and I think I have some more off to the side here in one of my other boxes. Let me grab that one and see if they are in there. I think it's this one. Oh, and I have one here. Here, this is probably the right one. Sorry, you guys, I'm going to have to thumb around in here for a minute just to see. I've got these little clear roses too that are really pretty. And I think they might be real pretty on one of these. These are actually ones that Sherry sent me. These have a little tiny bit of glitter in them, and they're super pretty. A couple more butterflies. I've got some purple roses. And some little tiny purple roses. Some little lighter purple. So I want to do something in purple. Can you tell? I've even got these teeny tiny little cameos. One of those might be cute in one. I'm not seeing any more of the teeny tiny pink and green roses in that tub. Let me look in this other one real quick. I've got two of these little cases that have all my little teeny tiny things in them. I've got some of these too, the little metallic roses. These are a little bit bigger, but these have the little metallic roses, but they're teeny, teeny, tiny ones. These might be too big. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the teeny tiny flowers in this in this box over here. But I do have some more of my little rhinestone bits that are very pretty that might look really nice in one of these. That's a square one. That'll work in one. Oh no. That one's very pretty. Same thing. I'm sorry, you guys. I just want to get a few of these out that I don't have. I'm not sure that I have in my mixture up here already. Something like that. If I had one of the bigger ones, something like that would be pretty in it, but it's a little, maybe a little too big. Okay, I think I got enough out of there. Okay, we've got enough to play with here. And I still have more of my other small roses and stuff over here. I do have a couple of those in red too. Sherry sent me those as well. I'm just grabbing a couple of butterflies while I'm in here. And that is a purple butterfly. Doesn't look purple, but it is. One of those in purple. And then I've got these pretty ones. Okay. All right, you guys, we've got plenty to work with here. I had plenty before I started, right? That's probably what you're all saying. Carol, stop it. Okay, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this one that I put the little flower sticker on, and we're going to finish it. And I'm going to get my fingerprints off of it, whatever might be on there. Get those off. Clean it up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to take, I think I want to take one of these, and I'm going to put this off to this side here. And the way that I'm doing that is I am using resin to do this, you guys. Thus, that's why I took out that little bit of resin. I'm going to take my heart and I'm just going to add a little dollop of resin right over here, just with my little swab, like that. I'm going to add that right there and position it the way I want it. And I'm going to pop it under my lamp for about, oh, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds. And just get it to hold in place for now. Whoops. And it's trying to slide away from me. There we go. Come on, guy. Work with me. Work with me, not against me. I can't get it slid over under the light long enough to get it to stay down. There we go. Okay. So just about 10 seconds and then I can pull it off. Okay, there we go. So that's got that beautiful little rhinestone bit on there. Isn't that pretty? And then, let's see. That looks gorgeous, just right in there, just like that, just tucked next to the sticker flower, right in there. And so you guys are going to see how really easy this is. And I made a lot of these in a fairly short period of time because I was just kind of working on a whole bunch of them at one time. So I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm going to pop that in my lamp for about 10 seconds. And let's see, do we want to put a butterfly in there? I think a butterfly would be pretty. We'll just put a little white butterfly. And the butterfly, I think, let's see, do I want it over here? Or do I want to put it, because this is actually a butterfly in this rhinestone piece as well. I'm just wondering if I want to keep all the big stuff sort of over to the left, and I think I do. I'm going to put that butterfly right there in that corner. And again, with one little dot of resin, and I'm going to make sure it's touching the little flower there and the rhinestone piece on the side. And I'm going to pop that in my lamp. And for 30 seconds this time, because that's the last piece that's going to go on the front of this heart. Okay, so next, let's take this, because this one's purple, and we want to do something purple. So we've got this purple rose on this one. Very pretty. It's kind of a pearly purple. Really, really pretty. And then we'll take, let's see, I want to kind of maybe put these purple roses like, it's hard to see this because they just want to slide right off of there when I'm trying to visualize. But I have to be able to visualize a little bit in order to see how I want that to go. Let's see. What kind of rhinestone bits do we want on there? Since it's kind of big, one of these might be pretty. Actually, that's supposed to be down in that corner. I'm glad I noticed that. I'm going to put, because these each have 2 holes in them. So my thing is I can either put a jump ring in there, as long as I've got one that's big enough to get around it, or I can use one of my little pins. So I've got, you know, a choice as to how I want to finish it off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go grab my pins and show you how I do that. Okay, so these are the pins that I use, and I buy these, usually I'll buy them in, like, I'll buy a whole bunch of silver ones, a package of silver, or you can get them in gold, you can get them in black, you can get them in a bronzy color. Now the gold ones, you'll see these 2 golds are a little bit different. This is a more yellowy gold, and this is a more softer gold. I prefer the softer gold if I'm going to order anything in gold. I don't like to get the yellowy gold. To me, it doesn't have the same look. And then you could use those, or you could use these just big, or you don't even need one this big. You can use jump rings. Here I've got some gold jump rings. And then I've got this big silver one. I don't have silver jump rings right now. I have none in the bigger sizes. I have teeny, teeny, tiny ones, and I don't want to use those on these because it's just not enough. This size is okay, and I'm going to say these are probably about a 12 millimeter, 10 or 12 millimeter jump ring, and this is probably a like 20 or something. It's big. But that's fine on the bigger pieces because it's not going to show through. These are not clear all the way through. So it's okay if it's a little bit bigger. These pins, though, the way that I use these pins is I take them and I get my nippers here, and I go right where the circle ends, and I just nip the ends off like that. And I can see I missed a little piece of it over here on this side, so I'll just go over there and nip the rest of that one off. And so that's what I end up with, is a piece like that. So these work really well for me. I really like them. So that's what I tend to use the most of. And you can order these in packages of so many. Now these are something that I want to get in all the colors. They come in white and pink and green and all kinds of colors. That's what I need to get and order for myself, because which is something I haven't done. But you can get them in all different colors. So I think what I really want is some pink ones and some white ones. So I may have to order other colors in order to get those. I don't know if you can get them just pink or just white. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I've looked it up, but I can't remember at this time whether you're able to get them in either. I've got one of these flowers out too, like the ones that Kareth sent me. One of these would be pretty on one of the bigger ones, but I think it's really just, it's still even too big for that. So, but these look really pretty. This is one of my little sticker flowers, and these are so pretty, so sparkly, and that even looks really pretty in the center. I've got something stuck to it. In the center of one of those. But then it takes up the whole thing, and that's kind of not what you want to do. You want to make it look as pretty and blingy as you can without taking over the whole piece. So let me close these up before I end up picking it up and dumping them. Okay, so what we're going to do on this one is, I think I'm going to put my ring on the back first. That's what I'm going to do. That way that part is done, and I can kind of sit this a little more flat. And I'm just going to put a little ring of resin right there, and I'm going to lay this right on top, just like that, and hope that it's going to sit there, and it will. And I'm just sort of centering it so that I can see that it's kind of sitting on there right in the middle. And I'll pop it under my lamp for a few seconds. And then that way that part is done. And maybe we'll actually, I want to do one of these maybe in gold accents. So I think I'm going to do this one in golds. So if I'm going to do that, I'm going to use a gold, well, I'll just show you a gold jump ring. We'll just do that. And you can actually put the gold jump ring through here, because there is the hole right here at the top if you want to do it that way. And I did do that on some of these. This one has just a jump ring in it. Let me see if I can show you. So you can see that little jump ring right there. So you can do that, and you could just put a chain right through it, and, well, why don't we just do that? We'll do that on this one. Why not, right? I do know that I left my regular pliers out in the other room. I don't know why, don't ask. But we can use these. These will work. And I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to have to turn it out kind of big, because these are not huge, but they are a little bit thick, so you have to be able to get it through there and get it around. So we got it through the hole, and there we go. This one's got just a regular little gold jump ring. So that works really, really well. And then this bigger I don't know what I did with that bigger ring, but that bigger ring would work the same as the pins that I use. That's our other one finished, but it does not have a jump ring or anything in it. So we are going to put, oh, here's that circle one, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use these because I have them and they're a little bit smaller. And that's what I want to use. So let's tip this one over and put our little ring on the back. A little bit of resin. So this is going to be easier to do if you haven't embellished it yet. So my suggestion to you would be to put your ring on the back first. And then, now, you don't have to do this part because maybe you just want to put this on something, you know, like a little box or something. If you make the little tiny tins and stuff, maybe you don't want to put this on there. So you can make them and not do that. And if you decide to put one on later, you can. So I'm just, there we go. We've got it kind of centered on there. And I'm going to pop it back under my light for a few seconds. I'm going to hold it for a second before it cures a little bit. And now I can set it down and it'll finish curing. Okay, so let's do this one now. So what I want to put on this one is, I think I want to use one of these. And this one is actually purple. And I have my little purple embellishments here too. Oh, you know what? I do have some purple flowers still in this one. So maybe we'll just use, I'm going to grab, these little things don't come with a lot of flowers. They come with about 4 flowers, 4 or 5. And that's it. So you want to use these flowers wisely. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put that one back in there. And it's got these pretty flat back pearls in there, so I might grab a couple of those. And it has the round pearls too, but that's going to want to roll away. So I might take a couple of those out just in case. And then I have somewhere around here my rhinestone picker, and this is just the little pencil one. I'm going to scrape the end of it so it's not messed up. And that one is done. So here's the way that one turned out. Really, really, really gorgeous. Look at that. Whoops. Uh-oh. Now I've lost it. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to put that right there so I don't get it mixed in with the other ones that I did before. And then I think I want to put this at the top of this one. Do I? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I've got so many great little bits and pieces. I've got this, which is in gold. Didn't I put a gold? Oh, here it is. Okay. Maybe we'll try. No. Well, we already did a silver ring on this one, so we're not going to go with any gold embellishments. So let's just go with, I really love this because this piece here just adds so much to them. And it really sets them off. So I think I'm going to put this piece right up here in this corner. And this is just like a little, again, it's a nail charm, so if you were to put it on your nail, it would go, here, well, let's see, it would go something like that on your nail. It's kind of big, but it works. I used them on my nails at one point. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get this on now because it's going to have to be set. Before we put anything else on there. So I'm going to pop this under my lamp and I'm going to set that on there and let it get at least set a little bit so we can continue working. Okay. And let's see, what other one should we do? Maybe a flower? I wanted to do a heart. I was thinking I would take a heart and take one of the little hearts and sort of put it in the center like that and then sort of embellish around it. I thought that would be really pretty. And it looks really nice. You guys are not getting a good view of this, are you? Oh, this is going to make me so bummed out if you can't see what I'm doing. Let's see what we can do here. Because you guys really need to be able to see what I'm doing. That's better. Whoops. Maybe a little too close. Maybe right there. And if I stay right there, we'll be okay. Okay. So now we're going to set that one aside. So this is what we have on this one so far. Oh yeah, that looks way better. And then you guys can look and see. This is the one we already finished. Isn't that gorgeous? And I'll set these all out so you can see all of them and really see what everything kind of looks like together. So here we have our purple flowers, and I think I'm going to put those, I don't know, maybe we'll put the little one sort of right here. Because it sits so nicely in that little cove. And then, I mean, we could put this bigger flower next to it. Whoops, right up here. And it's gorgeous, don't get me wrong, that is really, really gorgeous. Or we could take and add some of our other little decorations to kind of add to that. And I think maybe that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to add just a touch of resin right back in here for this little flower to sit in. Take a little bath. And we'll pop this rose in there. Whoops. Okay, so that's going to sit there. And then I'm going to take and add some resin just kind of around the outside of that rose. And add some of our other little bits and pieces. Now in here are some little rhinestone pieces as well. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to use those. I think I'm going to go with some of these silver rhinestones. Those are pretty too. Those are like little bubbles. So let's take some of these very, very teeny tiny silvery rhinestones, and we're just going to pop them right out there on the table. And we're going to take one of these pearls, so that's the first thing I'm going to put down. And I'm going to put that pearl right in there. Look at how pretty that looks already. And maybe, I'm trying to see, this is actually, I guess, supposed to be a little rhinestone. It's not a bubble. but I thought there were little bubbles in here, glass bubbles. I guess maybe not. No. Okay, that's all right. So, what we'll do is take some of these little rhinestones, and we're just gonna pop them in there. And trust me, you guys, you're not gonna see these very well right now, but when this is finished, whoops, you will be able to see the rhinestones, and they will look so sparkly and amazing. See, it's even hard for me to see it right now myself, and I'm right up on top of it. There we go. It's because it slid down. I don't know if I got any resin up under that spot. I think that's what my problem is. It doesn't have anything to stick to. Let me grab some more resin here. Get up over here. There we go. Okay, you get back in place. And we're going to start adding some of these. And I think I need to get a couple of bigger rhinestones as well. And these are 2 different sizes. Okay, so let's grab one of these. So you can see I've got that size, and I've got, I want it to flip, little rhinestone flip. Oh my goodness. I've got that size, and then I've got these teensy weensy little bitty ones here. So those 3 sizes. And at this very moment, I cannot tell you what size these are. I'm not sure, you guys. So that's something I'll have to, I don't even know that this container says what sizes they are, because these were something that was sent to me in Happy Mail. And so I do not have the sizes of these, but they are teeny, 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 tiny. Put that one there, and I'm going to grab another one of the bigger ones, the biggest size, and I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to go with the next size down, and this teeny, 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 tiny one. I don't think I have any resin right there, so I'm going to add a little dot of resin, and you can do that as you go. Actually, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a toothpick, because I can get less resin on a toothpick, where I just need a dot. And I can add that little teeny tiny one there. And then I'm going to take, this is the medium size here, and I'm just going to dot some resin just to be sure. I'm going to put that one right there. And I'm going to put a teeny tiny one right there. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys, that is beautiful. And then I think I might take and make me a little tiny swirl going from biggest to smaller. I'm going to try and draw my swirl on there. Just like that with my resin. Okay, set down my toothpick. Okay, so we've got a big one there. And now we're going to put a couple of the next size down. right there and there. And then I'm going to add some tiny, tiny rhinestones in there. And I would like one more right there. Okay, that looks gorgeous. Okay, you guys, I'm going to pop this under my lamp for 30 seconds and let those all get good and secure. And that might be pretty to do one of these, like maybe we'll take this one and try just doing like maybe a little swirl of rhinestones. So what I'm going to do is these are that size. Okay. I'm just trying to keep my sizes together here because I'm going to add more. Because these go down in each little section, they go down a size. So, I don't think I'm going to use all of the sizes, but I've got those off to the side right here, you guys. I have to keep them kind of separate so that I don't get them all mixed up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sizes of rhinestones that we're going to use on this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a little pattern here on one side. Try and get it nice and get my lines decent. And hope that I can do this and make it look really pretty. Okay, so I've got my lines in there, and we're going to start with the biggest ones. I just can't get these things to flip over. That's my problem. Now, if I was using my silicone mat, I could flip them in no time at all. They just easily flip over, but then they want to stick to the silicone. So that's the only reason I didn't use my silicone mat today. And I know, you guys, I said I wasn't going to do resin. This is such a little bit of resin. I'm not really doing much. I'm not touching much of it or anything. So that's probably going to be plenty for the big ones. So we're going to start, where did we start our swirl? Oops. Well, that didn't work out so well. That's okay. We're going to leave that one right there. And we'll just work out from there. Because I think I'm going to go smaller as I go in here on this circle too. And I think the size I'm going to choose next is this one. And don't you know every one of those is upside down? There we go. And we're going to go you. And I will move these around once I get them down. Oops. Because it's very, very hard for me to see this from where I'm sitting right at this moment, because these rhinestones meld right into the main heart. And that's where that one went. Boy, this is not going to be easy. You have to have good eyesight for this, you guys. Here's some of my even smaller ones, and they're all upside down. Okay. Boy, you guys, this is too hard for me. I just cannot see this. So maybe this was not the best idea. And that one's upside down. Okay, I'm going to pull this over where my light is not shining directly on it real quick, you guys, so I can move these around a little bit. Okay, y'all, this was a bad idea. So I'm going to tell you, I got them on there. Whoops. I got them on there, but man, that was not easy and I couldn't see it, and I'm not even going to try to do the other side, but I am going to go ahead and put these under the lamp and let them dry, and then we'll just work with the other side. Not trying to line up a whole bunch of rhinestones. No, thank you. Okay. But we will decorate it up and finish it up. So this is this one. This one came out absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? So that one's done. And what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take a little piece of my ball chain, and I'm going to hook these all on to the ball chain. And that way I've got them all in one place and I can work with them as I need them. Okay. I went and grabbed some of my gold charms so that I could do a gold one. So this one has the gold ring in it, and I don't know if you can see that real well, but that's our little rhinestone cluster there. It looks really, really pretty. It really does. It turned out really nice. I'm actually glad I did it. But boy, my eyes were watering, you guys. Just watering. Okay, so I've got a couple of cute little gold charms here. I just want to decide what I want to go with these little rhinestones. Not that one. There's a little gold flower here that might be pretty. I have a gold bumblebee, but it's got red rhinestones in it. That is super cute. I actually put one of these on another one, I think. Yeah, I did. So this would be the second bumblebee one. Let's see. I don't know if I want to do 2 bumblebees though. I've got a gold bow here. No. I have a gold butterfly. We all know I love my butterflies. I'm trying to see if I want to put it... Gosh, you guys, I know this is hard for you to see. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. I know it's hard because they're so small. But I have this little gold bow. I have a gold cross, but I think the cross would be better suited. Yeah, it doesn't work with that. It would be better suited for a square one. And then I have this darling gold teddy bear that's holding a little dangle, and that's actually quite cute, but I still think it might be a little bit big for the heart. Yeah, we might do better just to do a floral thing on this one. So I did pull out some of my little pink set of flowers. And this one, let's see, I'm trying to see what else is in here. It's got some pretty rhinestones too. Maybe a couple of different rhinestones in there with the ones that are already there would be nice. And it's got some tiny, tiny flat back pearls. And some round ones. So maybe a couple of those would be nice in there. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll be nice. I'm going to put the lid back on this so that I don't lose it. I still wish... Oh, here's a little heart charm with a dangle on it. But it would be off to the side, so it doesn't look right. Okay. So... we are going to add this flower, and I think I'm going to put the flower right about there with the rhinestones. It looks really pretty right there. Get this stuff out of the way so y'all can see what I'm doing, hopefully. Are we in camera view? So I'm going to put that flower right here. And it's nice because with the UV lamp, because of the reflection underneath, the UV gets underneath this too. So it's kind of nice. And I'm going to use my toothpick to get resin sort of out and around. Our little rose here. And I'm putting it sort of all the way around our rose. And then I'm going to start adding stuff. So let's see how this goes, you guys. The round pearls are going to be challenging. Well, that one landed okay. And I'm laying my arm right in my little teeny rhinestones here. And I'm going to end up losing them all if I'm not careful. Okay. And then I want a little flat back pearl right here. And for some reason I thought I had a couple of those out, but I guess I didn't. And I don't know, these bigger rhinestones might be too big. These are not going to show. We're going to test one of these out and see what it will look like right there, because I think it'd be nice to have a little bit bigger rhinestone next to that pearl if I can get it to sit in there right. And that looks pretty nice. And we're going to get a couple of our silver rhinestones here. And sort of add them around as well. Some tiny ones. Because that little rose is going to be surrounded by little pearls and rhinestones. I'm going to try and get one more tiny one in here. And then we're going to hurt our eyes a little bit more. By adding a couple more tiny rhinestones, just sort of shooting out right there. Okay, here we go. I want this one first. And then just teeny tiny ones. Now if you've got really good eyes, you guys, I could see where this could be really fun to play around with these little bitty rhinestones and really make some awesome designs. Now if they were colored rhinestones, it might be a little easier for me. But because they kind of blend into the heart, it's really hard for me to see this. I mean, really, really hard. Well, I was sure I put the resin up a little higher, but I guess I didn't. It's not sticking. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to hold this close to me so I can look at it and make sure those are where I want them. And I feel like I need at least one more of the teeny tinies right there. If I can get it to drop in there right. And I have no idea if that happened. Okay, let's look at this. It's funny because I literally have to take it out of the light to be able to see it. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and put this under the lamp and let it be what it is. I was thinking this was going to be an easy peasy video, but it's easier peasier when I'm just doing something for myself and don't have to worry about everyone seeing what I'm doing. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, I'm going to do one more and then we'll call it done. I think I'll do one of these teardrops. So, first things first, I'm going to put the back on it because I am making all of these today as dangle charms. So, I do want them to all have a backing. So let me put my resin on there and get that going. That'll just take a few seconds. And I need to put the resin down a little bit lower because this one has to sit down a little bit further and right to the edge. So you can see I've got the resin going down to right there. And it would have been really smart of me to bring my pliers in here, or my, my needle nose, or whatever they are. Oh, I'm wondering, actually, I don't think this one's going to work. I think I'm going to have to use one of the tiny jump rings. And it's going to flip on me. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to hold that for a second under that light and let it at least start to cure before I set it down. Okay, so here's our other heart, and it came out phenomenal, you guys. Look at that. As much stress as it was, this is one of the prettiest ones I've done with all those little rhinestones in it. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? I love it. And if I move it around a little bit, you guys can see all of that sparkle in there. It just adds so much to it. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. Okay, so here's this one. Let's see how quickly we can make this one happen. I'm wondering if the cross would be pretty in this one. That is very pretty. But really, if I put the cross in there, I don't think I'm going to put anything else. So let's go with something fun. I wonder what Mr. Teddy Bear would look like in there. No, too big. This bow would be pretty hanging right down at the bottom of this one. So I think I am going to do that on this one. I'm going to add this bow right there at the bottom. Get a good amount of resin on there. And I'm going to pop it under the lamp and hold this bow on there for a second. Goodness gracious. Okay. And then I knocked my hand. Okay. And I think I'm going to add a little more resin around this bow just because it's a little bit bigger. And I want to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to touch it with some resin around the edges of it. And pop it under the light. Okay. Oh, this one's cute too. These are two little cherries. Isn't that cute? And this one again is in gold. So let's see. I want to use, I think, do I want to use one of these flowers? Whoops. I really do need my pliers and my tweezers. Here's one of my pairs of tweezers. They're not the best ones. They've got some resin on them, but at least I can grab things with them. No, I don't want to use that one. Let's see. Maybe. Ugh, these are sticky. That flower looks really pretty in there. Here's one of my other pairs of pliers. These are not going to be the greatest, but at least I can hold on to them and they're not all sticky. Let's see. I don't know. Nope. We do have our little gold butterfly. I can see already I'm not going to be able to do a lot to this one. This one's a little bit smaller and it's not going to allow me to do a whole lot of embellishing. I know this piece is silver, but the silver and the gold might actually be pretty. It's a little bit too big. Let's see, not that. Nope. Oh boy. Nope. Okay. I think I would like to use one of my other butterflies here on this one for sure. That looks pretty even just with that little butterfly there. Maybe the white flower and a butterfly, or let's see. How about one of our pink ones? Put our pink flower right there. And our butterfly just up there. That looks really pretty. That's what we're going to do on this one. So we've got a place for our flower right there, and our butterfly is going to go right about there. just going to turn that over to the side a little bit because we want it sort of coming off of there. All right. Under the light you go. 30 seconds. And that is it, you guys. We are almost done. I'm going to add a couple of little rhinestones to this one, and we're going to be all set. So let's just add a little bit of rhinestones around this rose, because I like to add sparkle, you know me. I have to add more sparkle to everything that already sparkles. And maybe a couple of those little rhinestones right on our little butterfly. Okay, I'm going to just hold this in my hand here. First we'll do our little butterfly with some tiny little rhinestones. These rhinestones are so pretty too. They just have so much sparkle. One more. Let me grab another toothpick real quick. I'm going to move one of these rhinestones over in the dark, because believe it or not, I can see this better in the dark. Okay, so we've got our 3 rhinestones right down the butterfly there. And now I'm going to add a couple to the edges of this rose. Right there. Right. Oopsies, oopsies. It flipped over on me. You can't stay there. No, no, no. Oh my word, it won't come out now. Let me see if I can find another bigger one. Not in these, so we're just gonna flip her back over. Put it in there. And then I'm gonna add a couple of the teeny tiny ones. See if I can find a spot to put some in over here. This side, it's kind of underneath. I have to get kind of underneath stuff, so that's why it's a little harder on this side than the other side to get these on here. And I want to add one more sort of medium-sized one right there. Okay, I like that. It looks good. Under the lamp you go. And now we're going to be done for sure. So let me get these out of the way. And I'm going to pop these up here for you to see. Oh, I hope it hasn't been fuzzy like that the whole time. I think when I put my hands in there, sometimes it tends to fuzzy up. Okay, there's the last one we just did. And there we have it, you guys. 4 beautiful, beautiful little pendants. And really, you guys, if you're doing these on your own and you're not trying to do a video, it really takes no time at all to make them. I'm going to see if I can take this lid off of this box real quick. I don't know if they'll show up real good on here or not. I'm trying to find a different color to set them on. White will probably work the best. Yeah, that's gonna work. Okay. This is just a little box that my friend Deanna sent me. And it's a piggy bank. And Deanna, you can see I painted the box white. Okay, so that is what they look like. Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? Whoopsies. Aren't they beautiful, though? I just love these so much. So everything you're seeing here can be purchased on Temu. And look at the gorgeous stuff that you can do with it. I mean, really, I'm going to back the camera off for a minute. And I'm going to try and find something that I can set a good majority of these on. And you can see all of them at the same time. So I'm going to shut my camera off for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use this. This is some of my geckos. I need to make some more geckos. These are so fun to make and so pretty. Okay, so let's set this down for a minute. And just, these are the ones we just made. Right there in that corner. And then I'm going to add my other ones so that you guys can kind of see them all. These don't all have the jump rings on them, or the rings at the top. Some of them do, some of them don't. That one's just a little bit roly-poly on the back. That red one is so gorgeous. I'm going to make some more red ones. This one is beautiful too, this blue one. And this purple one here, another purple heart. I'm going to add some rhinestones to some of these, I think. I didn't have my rhinestones out yesterday, but today when I was getting ready to do my video, I saw them and I went, oh my goodness, I can't believe I didn't put those on yesterday on my other ones. So these are going to get some rhinestones added after I'm done with this video. My little blue teddy bear. Another butterfly, and this was the big one that I got that I wish I had more of. I got one, that was it. And that seemed kind of weird. It's not like it's one of the more probably popular shapes or anything, but man, I was bummed. Okay, so now I'm going to hold this up as best I can and let you guys get a look at it on that white background. Look at those. Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? I mean, you gotta try this if you can. I'm gonna have some of these available in my Etsy shop. So if you guys are interested in purchasing some of these, I will be getting, I think what I'll probably do is put some little sets together and put them in my Etsy shop so that you guys can buy them if you want to. But look at those. Holy moly, are they gorgeous. And that way, if you wanted to, you know, I may make some earrings. I think that's what I'm going to do, is make some earrings with some, not these, because these are like singles, because the earrings obviously have to match. And what I'd like to do is maybe make some pendant necklaces out of some of them so that I can sell the pendants in my shop. So that's it, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching today. I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up and make a comment down below. Let me know if you liked this video. I know it was hard to see at times because these are so tiny. But it was still fun for me to do, and I hope you guys got something out of it and learned that you can really make some of your own embellishments and pendants and things like that and really make them shine and enjoy yourself at the same time. If you got some bad eyes, I don't know, some of this would be hard, but just making the pendants in themselves, not using these silver rhinestones, you can do it, you guys. It's not that bad. Those rhinestones are the only thing that kind of tripped me up a little bit today, and that's only because they made me cry. So anyway, thanks a lot, you guys, for watching, and hope you enjoyed this. God bless you all. Stay safe, stay well, take care of yourselves first, and then you can take care of everybody else. Love your family, hug them, kiss them often, tell them you love them every day if you can, and God bless each and every one of you. I hope you are just overwhelmed with blessings in your life. Thanks a lot, you guys. Bye-bye. Stay tuned for pictures on the back end. Bye.